We can go into Sandman, I guess. Well, okay. Actually, we can do. So, do you want to watch it first, and then we'll come back to review it, or just kind of get it out the way now? And
Give me the Monday to watch it, but if you want to give your initial thoughts on it, so I have an idea what I'm getting into,
all
I
right,
wrote a note without you, so it's only fair.
all right, yeah. So, the Sandman starring. Hold on, I need notes for this one because I don't know who that dude is.
I know my girl Brianna Tarth is in it.
Yes, she is. Yeah, there's a lot of Game of Thrones like people in. Well, not a lot, but there's some key Game of Thrones people in this too.
Say
Um,
word.
yeah, yeah, it is. I can go through. Well, okay, yeah, because I kind of messed up just thinking I could just watch it all the way through, but it's not that kind of show, and that's not a bad thing, right? I think I want every comic book show to follow their formula, like from now on, basically. Um, so okay, so Sandman is played by Tom Sturridge. Never heard of him before, and he is a pretty decent Sandman. Again, I don't know Sandman all that well. I read a lot of John Constantine, Hellblazer, and he's in that world. Really, he's in that DC Vertigo comics world. So in the comics I read, he has like met up or ran into the Sandman from time to time, but only for like an issue, really. But I think he captures him kind of good, but like sometimes he does seem like he's like half sleep or just aloof sometimes, and a lot of times he just seems like just weak as hell. It's like, damn dog, you supposed to be like, but I mean, the King of Dreams, how strong can the King of Dreams like actually be, I guess. But
That's Freddie.
no, he is not. For he is, I want to say, the opposite of Freddy Krueger. Like, he's not menacing really at all. He just holds like a lot of power, basically, because he's a nice guy. He's like, he's like a sweet guy, honestly. Until you like do something against the rules, then he comes down heavy on you. You know what I mean?
I'm not a fan
But
of my protagonist being weak. I'm just letting you know. I don't like when my guys getting smacked around. That's why I wasn't fucking with Invincible.
I mean, I'm not gonna say he's not, but I mean, you know what I'm saying. It's just he's a different kind of like comic book protagonist. I'll say that. He is 100%. I wouldn't be surprised if he's like the next goth icon, though.
No,
He is
God.
like, yeah. It's Neil Gaiman, so yeah, it's that. Um, but I, like he did a good job through most of it, but a lot of the times, like when he's like acting in it
Mhm.
or doing it, he kind of seems like he's in a whole nother movie or show. Oh, shit, my bad. Like a whole nother show, kind of.
I wish I guess this is when like watching it will become important because I can't really I'm not exactly sure what that means. Like, does he seem unfocused or
No, not really.
why does nigga look like Edward?
What, Edward Scissorhands?
No, Edward Cullen.
Oh my God, you talking about from what you call it?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a bit, but to me, he looks like he's like trying to be a Zoolander.
Yo,
Like,
close that, bro. Close that. Don't make me look at that, bruh. I'm
I
gonna
mean,
respect
most
to
of
the
the time when he's
show,
most of
bro.
the time when he's acting or whatever, it looks like he's. And once I like, because I was just like, why is he making that face and doing all that? And then it was like early in the show when I realized, like, oh shit, like he trying to do the Zoolander thing, and it kind of ruined it from then on. I could not see that. Like, after
Wait,
saying that, but
two quick questions.
yo,
One, did you finish? Did you finish? Did you see the whole
hmm
thing?
yeah,
Okay. All right. So then I can ask question number two. Because I did actually see one clip. I stopped before it resolved because I felt like I was seeing too much. but I saw a clip between Wendell and Christy, my girl, which I don't have any context
Did you
for,
see that?
and she had some kind of fight with dude.
You saw that?
I saw part of it. I don't have any, like I said, I don't have any context for it. So I guess my question is like, is that climactic? Because I hope I didn't look around and see the end of the show.
No, it's not the end.
It was on Facebook.
Oh man, what asshole put that on Facebook? See, that's why I'm not on Facebook, man.
I wasn't looking for it, man. I was going on there to update my status. I saw it. I thought it was a trailer, so I clicked to watch it, and then they basically started playing every elementary school's version of rock paper scissors. You know what I mean? I summoned a rocket launcher. I summoned a robot. I summoned God. I was like, yo, what? Chill. That's what I was getting.
Bro, I was sitting there like, are you shitting me? Like, we doing this? We seriously doing this? No, come on, y'all. This was like, this supposed to be an epic, the Lord of Hell and the Lord of Dreams, like dueling off, right? And it's just like this whole like cybersexting ass like battle, like, man, what are y'all doing, yo? Like, yeah, and I unbutton your blouse and put my hand or like above your bra. Oh, and so I undo your belt and I'm like, man, what the f- is this? What are we doing? This is dumb. It's one of the dumbest parts of the show, honestly. But I mean, it's not the end. It's not the end. I guess it's supposed to be kind of a major part of it, but still that one. I think Sunday, when I texted you about it, like I had just kind of seen that part, and that's when I was like, I mean, it's interesting. You like interesting good? I'm like, it's interesting. Because I'm like, what the hell is this, man? Like, but I guess it's Neil Gaiman. That is straight up kind of Neil Gaiman too. You know, he is, and the show is, in Neil Gaiman's own words, like kind of the way to watch it is like, to go through the first. Wait, what did he say? Like, don't go through the whole season in one sitting. He said something about the emotional impact of all 10 episodes is probably going to destroy you. I don't know about that. Like I don't know. That's a little much. Yes, I mean, but he do say, don't stop before episode 6, but get to episode 6 and then have a day off to digest, and then go back in and do the Doll's House, which is like the later part of the show, which I actually agree with though, because the tone, it threw me off at first because it's a little all over the damn place. Like it's whimsical, and then it's like dark, and then it goes to like fantastical and whimsical again. You know, and it's just like it threw me completely off. But that's because it's going through the volumes, like the actual like graphic novel volumes of the show, and it's like pretty faithful apparently to like the comics. And so that's what I said earlier about like this. I kind of want all comic book shows to be like this from now on, because it's like an anthology. It's not like one big story played out. It's kind of like an anthology series going, where they go through one volume and then they go to the next volume and then they go to the next volume. Like within 2 to 3 episodes, you're going through like each volume. You know, I don't think every comic book show can do that really, but I would rather, instead of like stretching everything out for like 10 episodes for like one thing, yeah, we can kind of go through like every 2 to 3 episodes is like a volume, and then you know we can kind of like skip along to the next one. I'm not mad at that. Like I think that's actually pretty ingenious.
I have mixed feelings about that approach, generally speaking, not even in relation to the show. I don't know. Episodic is I never stick long with episodic stuff. Like I'll get into it, like all sorts of like Family Guy, American Dad, all sorts of shows like that, and the superhero equivalents of that approach. I'll jump into them and I'll watch, like 15, 20 of them. And then kind of like at some point, my mind just goes like, I think you get the point. And I just kind of move on, because I don't know when I do agree with you that a lot of times when they do the opposite, I guess both approaches have their pluses and minuses, because the opposite when you do have this one idea that goes on too long,
Yeah,
clearly, that's rough too. There's a Goldilocks zone in there. You know, I don't
sure.
think any season should be 26 episodes long. That's inexcusable. There are a lot of shows that are, but I don't think it makes any sense. But even
Yeah,
13, depending on how long the episodes are, like if they're hour long, why do you need more than 10? You know what I mean? Like,
true. Yeah,
get it
yeah.
done. You really
And
able to know what you're doing.
Sandman is it? I think they're like 40 minutes. Well, 40 to 50 minutes is like the longest. I think, or this maybe an hour. I think they're like an hour long. Most of them, not all of them, are like an hour long, but I think most of them like an hour long. And yeah, it's overall, I think like it's shot really well. There's a ton of effort that went into it. You know, they're trying to make it like super faithful to like the graphic novels, and I appreciate that. And I again, I don't really know that much about the Sandman story or his character like that, but they kind of break it up into like I think it's like two volumes about like 3 or 4 different stories that's played out in the show.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, the villains are the ones that actually make the show, though. Like the the show is made by the villains, you know, and like so every story has like a badass villain or a badass actor as the villain in it, right? So the first story has old Tywin Lannister in it.
Charles Dance?
Charles Dance, the man. Like, yeah, so I mean,
I was just watching his death scene today. Don't ask why. Sometimes I randomly look that up.
word. Why? That's random.
I hated Tywin, and I love watching him get murked.
Yeah, he is the perfect, like he plays a good dad, basically. Like he is perfect cat. If you need like a classy dad, Charles Dance is your man. Like he gets the job done. So yeah, like, and we go from he's in the first story, and for the next one, yeah, we got Professor Lupin in there.
Oh
Who is
Lord.
so Charles Dance is Roderick Burgess, and he's playing John D. Doctor D or Doctor Destiny or something like that. I don't know the character, but yeah, it's like he's in this, and all of these actors are just top notch, right? Like so, yeah, they really do make this show. He's playing kind of a not mentally ill, but like just like a mentally challenged character, and he
Mm-hmm.
plays it with a sense of like menace and kind of like earnest sincerity too. It's weird. I don't know, but like yeah, he is terrifying in this to a certain extent, and just weird. You know what I mean? And then we go over to Brienne, my girl from Game of Thrones. She's what you saw already. So she's playing like the devil, and that weird.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know she was playing the devil.
Oh yeah. She is Beelzebub in this mug. You know what I'm saying? So
With
and
gender
again, like
swapping Satan?
yeah, they did. There's a lot of that.
I'm pretty sure they were pretty clear about who that was, but all right, I guess.
Yeah, you get it. And the guy I think is like the breakout. Like this dude is the breakout kind of star of this because again the villains make this show and he is good. Like he's too charismatic in his role. Do you know what I mean? I'm not even going to break down like who he is or what he does. Like I'll let you like discover that in the show. Too charismatic though. Like yeah, nobody he got tons of bodies in this because yeah, he just endears you in. Like he just sucks you in, and you think yeah he's an all right guy, man. And then yeah, it's just too late. You know he got you. You know what I'm saying? But
Well,
and
I
I
do
have
love
no idea.
that guy.
Yeah, like seriously, and he plays it to the nines. But I don't know why his name is a book of the Bible either. I they never break that down.
Oh, the
So
Corinthians.
yeah, I'm not
Maybe
sure what
between now and
that's
Monday,
all
I'll read the Corinthians again.
about. But Yeah, man. Without getting too much into it, I do think it is definitely worth checking out. But again, I would say like just going into it knowing that it's an anthology. It's not like one, but they do kind of make it like roll together pretty smoothly too. But it's not
Mhm.
just all one thing because you'll be in like one story with these set of characters and the tone is this thing, and the next episode you're going over here and it's a different set of characters and the tone is just completely off. It's a lot darker, a lot grimmer or whatever. And so yeah, that's my thing. I like my rating. Well, I'll wait till you see it and break down my rating. But yeah, I think it's worth watching. I think it's worth checking out, and it might get a lot of people into reading the comics too. So yeah,
Work. Hopefully, it will
there you
keep me suitably distracted while I continue to wait anxiously for Cobra and Kai. That's where my heart is, man. There's just, as far as Netflix goes, they don't got anything that has my heart like that show did. It was Daredevil, but those are days long gone by, and
Yeah.
Netflix ain't had nothing for me personally since that I've really like lost my mind over, except Cobra Kai. So it's like there's everybody else is second best. They the girls you sneak in when your wife is away and you get lonely. Like as soon as she comes back, you out of here, bruh.
Yeah, pick up. Don't leave none of your either. Like, get all your
Real
shit. Yeah, man. If you like what you see, hit subscribe to the channel. Like the video. Give us some feedback. Let us know what's going on. And as always, check us out on. I got Spotify, Amazon Music, Audible, and Google Podcasts. Right, and we'll catch y'all on the next one. All right, peace.